What's up, guys? Let's build a stainless steel insert with shelves for this window that will cover this wood and have an integrated stainless trim. As usual, I like to start with a rough sketch and then model the sketch in SolidWorks. The design has a raw edge at the back that will butt up to the window. It is fairly deep since the house is cinder block construction. The front will have a double flange out that will create a trim for the opening. I am incorporating two shelves in the insert that will be screwed in place after the insert is put into position. I checked for squareness of the opening and designed the insert to be a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the opening, allowing for minimal slop. The shelves will be screwed through the sides. This will hold them in place as well as the insert itself. In SolidWorks, I can easily put through holes through the whole assembly, which allows for no hand drilling and perfect alignment without measuring. When bending the shelves here, I bend the sides first, then install the appropriate punches so that they will fit in between the side flanges just bent. Then bend the front and back of the shelf. On the front, I'm using a double flange for looks and added strength. I opted for no welding on these shelves. Instead, I designed the front flange to fully lap over the side flanges so that the ends of the side flanges will not be seen after installation. Although not shown, I deburr and condition all edges that will be exposed to the eye and to the touch. Now I prepare the body of the insert for welding. A light pass on the edges and a small bevel on the miter with a sandy disc will do the trick. The miters in the four corners will get polished smooth. It is important that the face to be polished be as flat as possible, so I clamp the face to my table and tack the miter on the back. I confirm with the tape measure and the drawing that I have the appropriate lap, but not confirming that my gas is on before tacking. I will be fusing the inside corner of the insert, so I opted for a full lap on the joints and tacked those on the outside as well. Heat sinks are used to minimize deformation of the material from welding. A block of copper or aluminum is also clamped under the miter while welding for the same purpose, as well as to maintain flatness for the polishing process after welding. As I was saying earlier, the corners are getting fused without the use of rod. This will give a smaller, smoother weld. This weld is more for aesthetics than strength, making fusing appropriate here. Rod will be used on the miters to fill the small bevel I made earlier. A TIG brush was used to clean the color off of the weld. I will now start to polish the miter. In this case, I have opted to have the brush grain of the insert trim all run in the same direction. This is accomplished by orienting the parts accordingly when they are cut out on the water jet. This also aids in the ease of the polishing process. keeping the angle grinder as flat as possible and orienting the scratches of the grinder with the grain, I grind the weld smooth. It is common to find a low spot near the weld after some grinding. To avoid unnecessary grinding and to maintain a flatter surface, the part can be turned upside down on a hard surface and the low spot hammered out. Grinding can then continue to finish the job. At this point, a burnishing tool with a sanding belt is used in the direction of the grain to remove the scratches made by the grinder. I then use a smaller belt to ease the transition at the inside corner before putting a conditioning belt on the burnishing tool to finish the burnishing process and blend it in somewhat with my work to closer match the factory grain. If you missed the last video, I made 2 small countertops for the same project, which was interesting because they didn't quite go as planned. In the next video, I will showcase the fabrication of the large countertop and sink seen below this window insert, so be sure to click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing.
I just kind of let them do what they want to do. While we was decorating yesterday, they asked me my opinion. If I didn't like it, I told them, hey, I like that, you know.
For a video suggested just for you, click the thumbnail on the left. For the latest video, click the thumbnail on the right, and to visit the channel, click the icon in the center.